Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on the Taming of the Shrew, and today we get to hear from Tranio in what the folio just considers part of Act 1 because he really didn't delineate anything. What some people consider to be Act 1, Scene 3, what some people consider to be Act 1, Scene 1, because they think that the bit with the Lord and Christopher Sly, the beggar, and all that sort of thing is like a prologue. But what that prologue does is set us up to watch a play within a play. The interesting fact, which we can talk about now, is we never go back to them. The Lord and Christopher Sly and all those people that are watching this play within a play never reappear. So they're only in those two scenes and they say, hey, let's watch this play. And then we watch this play that is the play that the rest of us know as The Taming of the Shrew, which gave us Kiss Me Kate and 10 Things I Hate About You and all that other sort of stuff. But we never go back to like get any reaction shots from them or figure out what they thought of the play afterwards, any of that sort of stuff. It's weird. It's weird. And I don't know if that's because Shakespeare could only think of like 4 acts worth of material for this play, or because he wanted the themes and motivations within this play to be like open to question, or whatever the reasoning. Like as soon as the curtain ends on the play within the play, the curtain closes on the whole play itself. But anyway, here we are in Act 1, Scene 3, or Act 1, Scene 1, as some people know it, or just a little bit later in Act 1, according to the first folio. And we have Lucentio and Tranio arriving in Padua from Pisa. And yesterday we got to hear from Lucentio, who I'm probably pronouncing his name wrong, and I'm going to pronounce it wrong every day and probably differently every day. But he was talking to his servant Tranio yesterday and saying, haha, here I am in Padua to learn things. And isn't this going to be fun to study philosophy and things that bring people joy? You know, what do you think, Tranio? And Tranio says, me perdonato, gentle master mine. I am in all affected as yourself, glad that you thus continue your resolve to suck the sweets of sweet philosophy. Only, good master, while we do admire this virtue and this moral discipline, let's be no stoics, nor no stocks, I pray, or so devote to Aristotle's checks as Ovid be an outcast quite abjured. Balk logic with acquaintance that you have, and practice rhetoric in your common talk. Music and poesy use to quicken you. The mathematics and the metaphysics fall to them as you find your stomach serves you. No profit grows where is no pleasure taken. In brief, sir, study what you most affect. So what he's saying here is, we're in Padua, let's have some fun. Like, yes, studying is great. It's good to know about philosophy. It's good to know about logic. But let's also make some friends and listen to some music and enjoy our time here. And if our eye wanders to other things that we might want to learn more about, like, let's enjoy our time here and not spend the whole time buried in books. And Lucentio is like, yeah, I guess that's a decent, fair point. At which point Baptista and his 2 daughters, Catherine and Bianca, and Gremio, who's an old rich man, and Hortensio, who's a younger man of Padua, they all enter. And Baptista is like, I've told you guys 1,000,000 times, nobody can marry Bianca until Catherine has a husband. Is this sounding familiar now? Yeah, this one you recognize. Catherine being the older sister, Bianca being the younger. Gremio and Hortensio both want to marry Bianca for various reasons, because she's beautiful, she's demure, she's all these sorts of things. Catherine is the quote-unquote shrew in this play. She's a woman who speaks her mind, she speaks boldly. The fact that she's known as a shrew is one of those things that could be debated whether or not Shakespeare was a feminist or believed in feminist things just by calling her a shrew. But her character is kind of interesting, and depending on where you want to take her, and then the fact that this whole thing is a play within a play, extrapolate that however you want to extrapolate that. But anyway, while Gremio and Hortensio are like, come on, like, can you marry Catherine so I can marry Bianca? Catherine's like, I wouldn't touch either of you with a 10-foot pole. Like, no, don't flatter yourselves that I would even consider going there. And they go back and forth on this a little while, and Lucentio and Tranio over there get to oversee it, and they're like, wow, Lucentio anyway is like, wow, that Bianca's kind of gorgeous, but that other one is maybe a little bit of a handful. And they're like, let's just watch how all of this plays out. Baptista states his position one more time and sends Bianca inside, or goes to send Bianca inside, but has a few more words before she actually goes in, because Bianca, when told to go inside, is like, okay, I'll go study. And Catherine's like, what, do I have to go inside now too? Like, what's this all about? Are you trying to hide her away? All this kind of stuff. Baptista has some thoughts, and we will get to hear those thoughts tomorrow. I will see you then. Mwah.